Well, hey, we just mentioned it. Every Scioto County team advanced in the playoffs. It's crazy.
Free
man.
football.
Yeah.
It's a good year for football.
It really is. Hunter Staggs along with Kevin Colley and Ben Spicer, and we've got 3 playoff games to talk about again this week.
Yeah,
so how about it?
Week 2, the playoffs.
Yeah. First up, we've got East and Hannibal River. And Hannibal River had that big win over Harvest Christian, a team that scored 90 week 10. So Hannibal's obviously got some defense. East, you said they played very complete football in their win in the opening game of the playoffs. First playoff win for the Tartans. Can they keep it going against Hannibal River? I'm taking the Tartans, and just a spoiler, I'm taking all the Scioto County teams because I love it.
Yeah.
Just keep it going.
Yeah. I'm taking all the Scioto County teams too, but yes, I'm taking East because I think they should keep doing. They switched from a shotgun formation to a flex bone offense and really got Ethan Carver on the move. And I think really if they stick with that offense, I think it's going to be hard for River to stop. I got East.
I'm glad to see all the Scioto County teams that are left stick with the playoffs. It's really cool. Going into week 12 of the season, we got West, East, and Wheelersburg. I just think that's awesome. You don't see that happen very often at all.
It's rare.
Yeah, it is.
It's very rare. I'm going to have to say East. I think they've done really good this year, and they did really good last week.
Yeah.
It was a really good game. I'm going to pick East.
Seems like they're peaking at the right time.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it does. They use that.
They really want to be accelerating in the playoffs, and it seems like that's what they're doing.
They use that SEOP fodder to really motivate themselves.
We might have to sign up for accounts to motivate them.
Yeah, they.
Well, West got a win at home, only their second playoff game ever. They're taking on Johnstown Monroe. Johnstown Monroe beat Oak Hill 35-0 last week. This one is at Zane Trace and Chillicothe. West, I really think they dominated that game. I don't know if you would agree with me, Hunter.
It was a low-scoring game.
Yeah,
it was really good.
But it could have been much more in West's favor, I think. They didn't capitalize on some of the drives in the second half. The defense was dominant all game. And we talked about it on the other episode of SOST this week that West kind of helped Martins Ferry out on that scoring drive with those penalties. So, I mean, if you think about it, West really looked good in that game. They had a field goal blocked early. It could have been a 30-6 game. And I know that's something that we kind of predicted earlier in the week. It was 10-6. They found a way to win. Can they continue that success against Johnstown Monroe? I think the Senators can. They just got to kink some things on offense and fine-tune the offense a little bit. But if they can capitalize on their red zone trips, I think they're going to be tough to beat.
Yeah, I agree. I think West got it. I think they just keep pounding the rock with Hurd and, throw about 10 to 15 times a game. And you get Bradford on the move on some bootlegs and stuff like they like to do. Caleb Journey has really developed improved into a great pass catching threat from his tight end spot. So I've got West again. I think West will continue its momentum into a rematch with Wheelersburg.
I think it's going to be a good game. Of course, I'm going to pick West, but I got to say this: for every high school team that's made it into the playoffs, they got to be good. Because you have to be good to be in the playoffs.
Kentucky.
No doubt. Yeah, it's not. No. Russell lost to Western Hills.
It's just
Lawndale Robinson.
It goes to show teams are good because whenever you hands down you have to be good to play in the playoffs.
No doubt. In Ohio high school football, it's not a question. You can miss the playoffs and be 8-2 still, and I think that speaks to the depth of Ohio high school football playoffs in general, and I wish every state had it like Ohio does. I know Kentucky, it's been really watered down. You just want the first round to be over with because it's horrible. We have 0-10 teams making it. It's like, thank goodness we're going over here and covering teams. That they are not just put in to make money, but they're put in because they're legitimate. They've earned their keep.
Right, they've earned their spot.
And West, we talked about it last week in that big stage against Wheelersburg. Now they're going to a neutral field. They're used to this kind of environment. I don't really know about Johnstown Monroe that much, but I know West, if they can get their offense rolling, I mean, they could be going to the regional championship.
Yeah.
And how about this? They could be rematching Wheelersburg in that championship. They've got Columbus Academy this weekend. Pirates, too strong? Do you think Columbus Academy will give them any trouble?
I thought the scores, against Bishop Reed, Columbus Academy beat Bishop Reed week 1, 31-0. Wheelersburg beat Bishop Reed this past week, 34-0. I mean, I still have Wheelersburg by quite a bit in a game that we played at Herrnstein Field in Chillicothe because I think that Wheelersburg just has simply too much again in the second half. All year they've worn down teams with their depth, and they've got so much talent in that depth. I just don't see any way that they're going to lose now with how well prepared they've been defensively. Last week they were solid as rock. They only gave up 50 total yards to Bishop Reedy until the last drive of the game, and they gave up as many yards in that one drive as they had the entire first several drives before that. So with their backups in, so I don't see any way that Columbus Academy. I think it will be a better game, but I don't think I still think Wheelersburg wins by a comfortable margin.
Well, I think it's going to be. I really do. I honestly think it's going to be a close game this week. I'm going to pick Wheelersburg, but I really think Columbus Academy is really going to give them a fight. I think it's going to be closer than what everybody thinks it's going to be.
Yeah. It very well could, based on the stats. They've got a lot of good wins. I believe they had a win over Whitehall Yearling, who's in Division II, and made the playoffs, and they beat them by quite a bit. So it wouldn't surprise me if what Hunter says comes to fruition. Not a bit.
And I think it'll be good for them if they can get a challenge early.
Yeah, it would be. It would be good.
Nice because I mean you're not going to blow a team out of the state championship.
Right, that's a momentum. And it shows them that teams are pretty. They can be tough.
Yeah.
And you got to fight for a win.
Yeah. Well, we've got all the Southern County teams winning once again. Hopefully that happens. I'd love to see that happen and us have
all three
playoff games to discuss next week as well. That'd be great.
Well, it would be two because if Bergen West, hopefully that game's played here in the county and not. Please don't play it somewhere else. County. Play it at Portsmouth or Valley. I mean, that would be great.
I think it could be at Portsmouth.
Yeah, that would be
pretty close.
That'd be fun.
Please be at Portsmouth. don't put up there in Jackson and Chillicothe. Put it in Portsmouth. That would be so great. It'd be so great to watch a game between two Southern County teams in Southern County. It just makes sense. I mean, makes logical sense. Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for watching our picks. As always, be sure to let us know what you guys think. For Hunter Staggs and Kevin Colley, I'm Ben Spicer. Thanks again for watching, guys.